Hello, welcome to Scrap Time episode 850. My name is Christine, and on today's episode I'm showing you some Hero Arts background stamps. Today I am showing you some background stamps from Hero Arts. This one here is Balloon Ride, and I really like the hot air balloons on top of like the paper print. Then we have Number Pattern. This one is Hexagon Background. And we have this great camera one called Smile. So I'm going to show you a little technique using these. I'm going to use the hexagon print. First I'm going to show you the cards I made to show you what we're going to do. So I made these cards, and what this is a piece of paper I had printed with my Gelly Arts printing plate. Did this in my online class. So I folded it, cut it out and folded it ahead of time. And then I used Distress Paint over the stamp and stamped it on, and then I stamped our little greeting. So that one is the Balloon Ride. And then here we have hexagon print or background. Here's the number one, and what I did is I took some glossy accents over the 42 to make it stand out a bit more, since this could be a 42nd birthday card. And then the Smile one. So you can see how easy and fun these are with the colorful backgrounds and then the image just popping up off it, and then the little birthday stamps. So I'm going to use the hexagon print. And I have my card here. It was a piece of paper I printed, and I just cut 5.5 inches by 8.5 wide and then folded it so I have an A2 card, which fits perfectly on these stamps. I have my Distress Paint here, and I'm just putting a bit there. Now the reason why I like to use Distress Paint is because it has the dabber, so I don't need to get anything else dirty. But I also, when I do this, I sometimes use gesso if I want make sure I get that nice dark black image. And then I would just apply it with a little dabber, like a little sponge. So I'm sort of brushing it across the stamp, and then I'm going to go back and just dab it a bit. Because Distress ink or Distress Paint is a little bit more fluid, I don't want the excess. I may get some little extra end bits. Okay, we will try that. And what I do is I take the front of my card and I place it down onto the stamp, and then I take a piece of paper over, because the back of this card is printed. I don't want to get paint all over it with my fingers and that. So I take a little piece of computer paper just to protect my card, and I'm just rubbing it all over. And now I'm going to lift it up, and you can see there. So a little bit areas I had probably a bit less paint than some of the other areas, but because my background has that really neat texture to it, I don't mind that the stamp isn't completely solid. So I'm going to move the stamp aside. Now what I do is, you want to wash this, so what I actually do is, before I get over to wash it off, I take some water and I just spray it all so that paint doesn't dry. I'm going to put that aside and just wipe off the excess water. So I've already stamped my little birthday wishes. Again, I have used the stamp set It's Your Day with all the great birthday stamps. And now I want to just put a little bit of ink around the edges, just so it pops up off the card. And so what I'm doing is I just have a makeup sponge here, and I'm using that thin edge, and I'm just getting some ink right off there and using it. And the reason why I'm using this is for right here to get into that corner, because it's sometimes hard to get if you have little corners like that. So there, that is all inked up. So my card is almost dry. There's a little bit of wet spots, but once it completely dries, what I would do is just put this on dimensionals and pop it up off my card. And there we have a cute little card using some background paper we have made previously, stamping it over with the background stamp and the little birthday message. So that's one great way to use background stamps from Hero Arts. Well, that's it for today's episode. Be sure to check out our website at www.scraptime.ca. And on our next episode, I'm showing you the Fiskars Procision Trimmer. So please join us. Thanks for watching Scrap Time.